Hello, this story was found on r/True Scary Stories by user Bookyboo369. There is a trigger warning of animal sacrifice. Apologies for this is long. My dad and I flipped houses for a living. We do everything, so house renovations can take anywhere from a couple months to a year and up. Here's what happened to us in a 100-plus-year-old farmhouse in northwest New Jersey, USA, about 3 years ago. This old farmhouse was beautiful, but extremely run down. It had sat vacant prior to our purchasing it for 15 years. Also, there was evidence squatters had been there at one point. The house had good bones, as they say, so it wasn't worth it to tear it down and start from scratch. The first part of our job is the cleanup and demo. I've noticed that every house has its own vibe and energy. However, this old farmhouse was different. It had 4 floors, including basement and attic. Anytime you were downstairs, on the main floor, kitchen, living room, and office, it felt fine. Normal even. When you went upstairs, it was different. There was a heaviness up there. I would announce it every time I came in the house. Hey, it's just me. Is it cool if I come up to do such and such? I also would announce myself anytime I came into the house downstairs with hey, how you doing today? My dad would look at me like I was crazy because I never did this anywhere else, ever. I don't know why I did it here. I just felt the need to, like a deep itch in my brain, pleading me to say it. So I did, each and every time. Within the first few days of the clean-out and demo, my dad found something disturbing. In the master bedroom upstairs, there was a small closet with a light in it. Hanging on the inside of the closet door, on a coat hook, was a bloody dog collar. There were weird symbols spray painted only in this closet. Something looked like it had been burned in a pile on the floor of the closet. I refused to touch it and got extremely upset at the sight of the dog collar, furious even. What the fuck would do something to a poor animal like this? I was so bothered, my dad told me to go home for the day, and I did. Ugh. It makes me sick thinking about the sick fucks who did whatever to have something like that there. My dad and other coworker cleaned it out. Also, the light in the closet, we never got to work. We do minor electrical repairs and couldn't figure it out. Had a master electrician come. They couldn't get it to work either. New light fixture, new wiring, new everything, and nothing worked. When we had finished cleaning out the living quarters, we decided to work on the attic and basement. The basement was okay, honestly. The bottom half of the house, basement and second floor, kitchen, office, and living room, felt fine. Neutral even. The attic was terrible. I could not bring myself to go up there, not once. To not be an asshole, I worked the other floors of the house. My dad understood without me even having to explain, which speaks volumes because he is a real skeptical. One day, I had to hold the flashlight for my dad while he was in the attic. I stood on the stairs with only my head and upper torso sticking into the attic space. The light never worked up there either. This attic had one of those pulled down from the ceiling foldable ladders. It was located in a hallway between the master bedroom and the second bedroom and only bathroom. The second we opened it, a rank gas smell hit us hard in the face. Death. For sure. Something must have died up here, we thought. There were those large black flies that seemed to swarm to rotten death everywhere. To say it was an infestation of flies is an understatement. I stood on a ladder, almost falling multiple times for the ferociously swatting these demon bugs away. My dad looked everywhere for the cause of the flies for days, and I couldn't find anything. But before we sold the house, we finally got the flies to go away. This was months after trying, by the way. However, when the new owner chose to rent the house out, the flies kept coming back. To this day, 3 years later, exterminators / pest control have been called. The flies still come back. The master bedroom had something else happen after the closet was cleaned up. I talked my dad into burying the dog collar, by the way. There were 4 windows in the master, 2 windows on the north wall and 2 on the west. The north wall windows one day suddenly had 2 bats on them. They were somehow wedged between the glass and the screen of this old window. We needed to replace all the windows, so we tried everything to free the bats without hurting them. We worked during the day so the bats being nocturnal. We figured it explained why they had never moved during the day. When we would come the next day, they seemed to have moved overnight, so we knew they were alive. These poor bats had me seriously fretting. Any dead bugs I found during the cleanup, I would put them into this windowsill, hoping they would eat. I know that's weird, but I don't care. I'm a die-hard animal lover. It appeared they were stuck. It was killing me to see them like that. It made no logical sense how they got in there either. Also, it was early summer, so they weren't hibernating either. My dad and I decided to get a ladder and try from the outside of the house. He finally got it so the bats can undoubtedly get out. The bats never moved from that window screen for weeks. Then one day, they were gone. I thought for a long time my dad had discovered they were dead and disposed of them as to not upset me. He promises he didn't do this, and that after 2 weeks of them moving barely inches, they had indeed left of their own volition. We finished the house and sold the house. The new owner rented it out to the tenants. The tenants would move in, stay for a month or two, then break their leases and move out. This has happened 4 times since we finished. After each move out, we were contracted to come in, do a fresh coat of paint, deep clean and patch up a hole or any other fix needed. The feeling in the house never changed. Also, want to add that we told the new owner about all the weirdness prior to them purchasing. My dad is a skeptical guy and has no explanation for any of this stuff. My dad also now announces himself anytime we go into the house. We met every tenant that lived there at some point. In their rental time, they all seemed like normal people and not the type to just break their leases for no reason. I feel like the house needed a cleansing, or I don't know, something. So whoever did that poor dog and the house dirty, may you reap what you sow. Pooh! Did I scare you? Probably not, but I hope you guys enjoyed this video. It's kind of a new thing I'm doing. If you guys did like it, please follow my other social media. Thank you. Toodaloo.